So I got this awesome idea. Depending on where you're at, it might be on April 23rd or it might be on April 24th, but you'll certainly be feeling it on the 23rd. Mercury conjoins Uranus, also igniting the Saturn-Uranus square, which I mentioned in my previous video with Venus conjunct Uranus. So Mercury kind of doubles down on the energy here. Alone, this aspect can create a little sense of nervousness, a little anxiousness. Yeah, I know you thought you were over it with Mars now in Cancer, but we got this little hurdle here of like anxious, I gotta get out, I gotta do something, I gotta act energy. And this could also be like aha realizations. This could be a download of some kind. This could be inspiration just strikes. So layering this with Venus in Taurus conjunct Uranus, this is like a lot of inspiration. Like you have the realization like, oh, I should do this to get more comfortable, or I should do this to create a little bit more space, a little bit more experimentation in my relationships. This is how we break the pattern. This is how we innovate on some level. So yeah, Mercury conjunct Uranus, this is just like an impulse. This is like, I just know. This can also be really creative, and really brilliant insights could be coming in. Of course, this is also going to be triggering the Saturn-Uranus square, which is a big deal. This is kind of a defining transit of 2021. The Saturn-Uranus square invites us on a collective and individual level to shatter some of the oppressive systems that are running our lives. So systems that have kind of grown outworn, outdated. That could be on an individual level, how we work. This pandemic is like a big reset for us. So what needs to change in your world to create more freedom? What's the new structure that you need to implement into your life in order to create more space for innovation and spontaneity, as Uranus wants? It is also about liberation. So on a collective level, yes, we are having these conversations around racial injustice and systemic oppression on many levels. And yeah, I feel like this is the perfect follow-up with what we've had with like Uranus and Aries for all these other years before, which has been like all about sovereignty and allowing our individuality to have voice and to have space and take up space. And now is the time where we need to adjust the system. And so what we're seeing is a lot of resistance. And you're going to see this in the book Mundane Astrology, which is like a staple on every astrologer's bookshelf. They describe the cycle as being like the powers that be, or like the structure that is going to create a lot of resistance to the change, but the change will happen. So if you're out there fighting the good fight, know that it's happening. Like the change is happening. And, of course we have to be the change and we have to show up for it. So yeah, this Mercury conjunct Uranus, that could be the revolutionary voice. This could be, speaking your mind, being more outspoken, and with Venus, bringing your values forth of what you really believe in. And we're seeing that in so many other aspects right now, like with the nodes in Gemini and Sagittarius and the eclipses happening there, with Saturn in Aquarius too. This is a very opinionated energy that we're in right now. But this is a time right now with Mercury conjunct Uranus to use your voice and to be a participant in the change that is happening right now. So that is your astrology shot of the day. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want more astrology in your world, go ahead and join me at AstroCatherine on Instagram, Twitter, or Patreon for extra bonuses. You can also book your reading with me at catherineurban.com.